Working the night shift at a hospital is already unsettling. Long, empty halls, buzzing lights, and the kind of silence that makes you hear your own heartbeat. But one night, something happened that I can't explain. And to this day, it still haunts me. I was a trainee nurse at a small regional hospital. Around 2 a.m., most of the patients were asleep. The building was quiet to quiet. Every footstep echoed. The hum of the machines almost sounded alive. I remember thinking, this place is the perfect setting to imagine things. Turns out, I didn't need to imagine anything. I was checking on a patient when I heard it. Squeaky wheels rolling down the hallway. I figured it was the janitor pushing his cart. But when I stepped out, the hall was empty. No janitor, no cart, nothing. That was the first time I felt it. The feeling of being watched. An hour later, I was updating charts when I heard whispering. It was coming from room 9. The problem: room 9 had been empty for weeks. I walked in, trying to convince myself it was just the vents. Or maybe an old pipe. But the second I stepped inside, the whispering stopped. The air felt heavy, like I wasn't supposed to be there. Then, round 4 a.m., alarms on 2 different monitors went off. At the exact same time. I rushed in, panicked. But both patients were completely fine. Steady vitals. Normal readings. It was like something wanted to mess with me. Finally, well passing the old surgical wing, an area that hasn't been used in years, I froze. At the end of the corridor, I saw her. A woman, in a faded hospital gown. She just stood there, pale, motionless. And then, she slowly raised her arm, pointing straight at me. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. And then, in the blink of an eye, she was gone. I stumbled back to the nurse's station, shaking. When I told one of the older nurses what I saw, she went completely pale. She whispered, "You saw her too." That was her room, room 9. She died in surgery years ago, but sometimes she still walks the halls. I've never looked at that hospital the same way again. Working nights in a hospital is enough to test anyone's nerves, but what I saw still keeps me awake. Would you walk those halls, alone, at 3 a.m.? If this story gave you chills, hit subscribe for more true horror stories. And remember, don't watch alone at night.